Welcome back everyone to the Complete Pineleaf, where we are here in the Circle of Despair, where we are despairing about finding anything of note on these orcs, and we are trying to comfort some weeping shades. None had escaped. It was already over. It was already over. Sneering shade, kicking the orc. Well, I guess I really shouldn't feel too much for a dead orc. So we'll get rid of you, we'll get rid of you. Find some orders. Nothing. Now what about this one? Slain Irakai. Nothing. And over here, it looks like we've covered this direction pretty thoroughly. I would have thought that that quest that we received near the end of the previous episode would have been more useful. Meaning that it would have been somewhere near the target location. Hey, could you please... It looks like that when they dive underground, they don't actually go underground. They instead look like that they're staying up, and it's really, really annoying the way that operates. Alright, I found nothing in this direction. So it looks like I have to go to the other side of the tower. Oh, I do have these stairs that I passed earlier. And I really should check these because, first of all, we have these Wardens of Pestilence, and I can't allow Wardens of Pestilence to stay around. I mean, I'm a Warden of Stabbiness. So, I need to check to make sure that there aren't any ladders out in this direction. Yeah, here's a ladder right over here. Ah! Maybe that's why they have these ladders, so that they can go at a little bit of an angle. So perhaps the ladders are for places where they wanted to go in different angles than the bridges were accommodating. I suppose that's always possible. Head on. I thought that this was a bridge, but apparently it's not bridging anything. That's just architectural. No other reason, just to look pretty. Alright. Either that, or they put it in there to drive you mad, thinking that it was going to lead somewhere. Ooh, such subtlety. There you go. Oh, let's see, that's the watch fort right down there. Let me take care of the rest of these ladders, and then I could head on down and circle about that way. At least I hope to be able to do that. I am done with the ladders. Now, the tower is that way, but I have a little bit more distance to cover on this direction, so let's go here first. So it looks like I have to take care of a few guards first. But this is to find the missing ranger, I believe. Hey, you see a missing ranger around here? He says, what do I look like? A lost and found department? Well, they do look lost. And I found them, so yes! It doesn't work that way. Oh well. Ah, here's an interesting place. The Gloom Waters. That doesn't sound nice. But we do have a rare chest here. The Gloom Waters. I mean, how bad can it be? Nothing too bad yet, but this is Mordor. It'll be something truly horrifically evil by the time we went too far in. Well, it's definitely with the decor of the area. I was expecting to see Gloomwater spirits all over the place in here. But it doesn't look nearly as bad as I was expecting. I suspect at some point we'll be sent in here and it'll be filled with evil and nasty things. But for now, it looks like just a bathhouse. On exiting the bathhouses, we got this. The vile Skorbach has taken Maranthod, the Joyous Court. Its white company is to gain control of the city. The minions of Minas Morgul must be removed, so someone else we need to get rid of. So what do you have here? Hey, where am I at here? More guards, that's what we've got here. I'm sure they're all over the place. Wailing and wasting and rashing. The only thing I could find down that way was another way to the Circle of Madness. Now here is a stairway up. This probably goes up to the Circle of Death, would be my guess. So let's just take a peek here to verify that. So probably not do too much up there. Yeah, very definitely Circle of Death. This looks very Circle of Deathish. Broken, faceless. Yeah. I think that's part of the Circle of Death. Ooh, what I didn't know was that there was an orc right next to the bottom of the stairs. You find a crumpled missive! Yay! Well, I'm probably not going to find that Shorbach, so let's just remove that quest. Completely forget about that unless I run into him. I still need to offer comfort to... Wait, is there a quest circle right here? Right? Dornach. Oh. Well, where are you? Alright, Dornach is being a little reluctant to help me at the moment, so I will wait. He must have been summoned into the stairs or something like that. No, he's not rushing to my side. Fine, fine, fine. There's always a way to get around things like that, right? Dornach. Oh, he's stuck way up. What are you doing up there? Fine. I guess that's what I get for...
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
According to these orders, Urukor's forces make for Barad Kuron at all cost. Lareth and her Merival shall serve to harry Gothmog's forces, and Urukor's forces will shatter the doors of the Tower of the Crescent Moon. When that is done, there is little hope of escape for Gothmog, but it seems foolhardy to treat his downfall as a certainty. There is little mention of the Rangers in these orders, so perhaps they do not think us a threat. That will prove to be a grave mistake, I think. Yes, but is that a grave mistake on our part or on their part? Another one of these random quests. As you explore the Garth of Arnach, you notice a number of pale, twisted roots thrashing in the gardens. These white roots seem twisted mockeries of the white tree of Gondor, but it is unlikely they possess such a lineage as the seedling of Nimroth, which once grew tall and mighty in Minas Ithil and was burnt many years ago. Even so, you would be wise to set flame to these wild roots and put an end to the vile creations of the Nazgul. Now, I don't know why I would know the name of the white tree that used to grow in this area, but I'm sure Aragorn gave me a crash course. Really? I was going in the complete opposite direction! Now, see, they are mocking me. They said they think that they are... Oh, those roots! Really? I was expecting to see white roots. Not brownish roots. Greenish beige, or whatever color these things are. But they're all together? Well, one together as a team. They have motivational classes just for roots that are sticking together. You are the tree. You become the tree. You and the tree are one. I hope you're not crying because I was destroying those roots. Yeah. Offered comfort to sorrowful shades. So many drowned. So many choking screams. Yes. Alright. We'll get to the root of this problem. Because there seem to be plenty of roots all around here, that's for sure. And now, your turn. Something tells me they're going to send me back to that path, aren't they? Because there are absolutely no mobs in there, nothing in there. It sounds like it's begging for there to be something more to it. But we will just have to wash our minds off of that idea until the time comes. Oh, it looks like these are the last of the roots right next to this pair, so let's take care of these shades. Then we can take care of the final roots. Actually, maybe I should put some bleeds on him. I know, it's so weird putting bleeds on spirits, but that's another matter. I was sure that they were going to join in on that fight, but I guess not. Hey, I've already got my 12. We don't need more. Ah, the last of the shades I need to comfort. So let's comfort him. They took mother and father too, and held them down in the water. Water.
Now then.
The words of the dead trouble me greatly, Pineleaf. There was once a great bathhouse in the circle of mirth. Could this be where they met their end? I can lead this there. Of course you could lead us there. Where we were just a moment ago! What now?
Let us not tarry.
It is time that we learn what stirred up the dead in the Circle of Despair, and I believe whatever it is lurks in the old bathhouse. Find the old bathhouse that I was at just before and defeat 4 wailing Ithil guards. Alright. And unfortunately, I am on the far side from that. Now we need to take care of the wailing Ithil guards. These guards that we were fighting all over the place the last time I was in this area. Oh, there he is. I was wondering who's got our attention. Apparently one of the wailing Ithil guards. Well, I need to kill 4 of them. Well, I have a feeling I'm not going to have any trouble doing that whatsoever. I think the real tricky one is to kill fewer than 8 of them while you're in this area. Now that's a challenge. Though that might not... Why did you go after them? Where we? Oh yes, the guard. I suppose that when this first came out, getting 4 of them might have been a bit of a challenge. Because then people have been all over the place killing the guards. So perhaps getting out of here without killing 4 of them might have been possible. Right now, it looks like most likely you'll be killing about 8 of them, I will say. I've got 3 of them so far, and I haven't even got close to the bathhouse yet. Well, here's number 4. Actually, no, that's not the bathhouse. That's just door there. All right, and I think the right after that. All right, now we've got them. Now we've got 2 more right here, and I'm sure they're going to run into 2 more on the way out. There's also one that likes to patrol. I wonder what happened to that one. Number of times I've bumped into him is... The long dried fountain stands outside the entrance to the old bathhouse of Minas Ithil. So explore the gloom waters. Braziers stand before the pools of the old bathhouse, which is rather strange when you consider that you would think that they would have burnt out a long time ago. Now, what's in here? Oh, no wonder nothing needed to be here, because this brazier needs to be lit, and I'm pretty sure that something nasty is going to happen as soon as I light this up. A terrible dark water. Well, I guess I should have expected a dark water to come out of here. I mean, I was a bit surprised. I didn't see any before. But now, the terrible dark water sinks back into the baths, and the waters ripple lightly.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
What a terrible spirit! I didn't wish to believe it, but I'm filled with sorrow for those who fell in the old circle of mirth. To be taken, still living, to the baths and drowned in the very waters. It's unthinkable. We have done much to secure the circle of despair, and I would be glad to leave this place behind. Let us be back at Baradithil and look to the days ahead. Yes, let's head back. It appears that Dornach and Kandor are discussing what we found. It was a sorry tale Dornach told me of those who fell in the circle of mirth, but it heartens me to know that the circle of despair has been made safe. I have received word that reinforcements are already ascending the dead city to support our efforts here at the tower. We could not have done it without you, Pineleaf. Well, you're welcome then. And let's see, what do we got here? This. Is this an improvement or is it not? Meh.
Now then.
While you worked to secure the Circle of Despair, we worked to fortify the defenses of Barad-Arthir. It is unlikely Gothmog will be able to muster enough forces to breach the walls of the tower, but I have seen more surprising things in my time. We shall remain vigilant. After you left the tower, Prince Faramir led his company into the Circle of Death. I believe the prince means to prepare a final assault against Gothmog, but he has kept his plans hidden, even from me. Once you have secured the Tower of Despair, please, return to me. Alright, so, turn after I've... Is there anything left for this Circle of Despair? Well, apparently... Circle of the complete quest in the Circle of Death, aid Prince Faramir in a waxing moon, and find Canothan east of Barad-Arthir. Well, I'm not going to worry about that for the moment. So let's see what Kandor needs of us then.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
As soon as we entered the circle, Gothmog's forces were upon us. Prince Faramir and a few of his men were able to press deeper into the city, but many of our number were separated in the fighting. I don't know how many we have lost, and I do not know if the prince still lives. If you would help me and to find the others, I can lead the search for Faramir himself. If you find any of the lost bands of rangers in the Circle of Death, tell them to meet us before the Tower of the Crescent Moon. If you don't, that is where you'll find us. Alright? In other words, if I can't find them, then there's no one to deliver the message to. Well, I certainly hope that Dorenthal didn't get into trouble or anything like that, though she usually can handle herself. Now, I think that is it for this episode, and when we return next time, we are going to be heading into the Circle of Death in the Complete Pine Leaf.